occupation! Not for war and 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 occupation! New York City, how are you feeling? Before we continue, it is a very hot day. If you need water, we have water over here. Please grab some as you need it.
Anybody want a sign?
We want justice, you say, huh? Hands up, Iran, now! Hands up, Iran, now! Hands up, Iran, now! We want justice, you say, huh? Stop bombing Iran now! Stop bombing Iran now! We want justice, you say, huh? Hands up, Iran now! We are gathering here today because last night the Trump administration announced that it has attacked 3 nuclear sites in Iran. He did this without approval from Congress, which he needs. And the Trump administration is attempting to drag us into another illegal war while our people are starving here in this country. So please welcome our first speaker, Itai from the National Iranian American Council. Do any of you want this war? Did any of you sign up for another endless war in the Middle East? Did our intervention in Iraq free the people of Iraq? Did it free the people of Afghanistan? Benjamin Netanyahu got his wish. He's pulled the United States into Israel's reckless and illegal, unprovoked war against Iran. President Trump took this fateful decision without congressional approval, even though it will trigger serious reprisals from Iran and put American soldiers directly in the line of fire. It was done not in response to any imminent threat, but because Trump and other leaders still have not figured out how to tell Benjamin Netanyahu no. Shame. If Netanyahu lit the negotiating table on fire, Trump just added kerosene to it. Diplomatic channels with Iran will be effectively ended, and Iran will presumably move to exit the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty and restart its nuclear program. Deeper, and now with intent to weaponize. An intention which they were willing to relinquish. Given the IAEA now has no eyes and no ears on the ground in Iran, it will be impossible to verify how much of Iran's program has been destroyed in the bombing, or if its stockpiles and centrifuges are unaccounted for. Iran hawks have always been clear. They view the war that Israel started last week not as a one-off, but as a regular occurrence. They want to keep bombing Iran. They want to keep spending American tax dollars to bomb Iran. Do any of you want your tax dollars to bomb Iran? This looks like it will bring another forever war in the Middle East. A forever war that Trump pledged he would avoid. Our hearts are with everyone in Iran and in Israel. My family left Iran to come to the United States and Israel. This movement is not a movement against the safety of Jewish people. It is a movement for the safety of all basic civilians.
They're bombing Iran by the hour. What do we do? Fight the power. They're bombing Iran by the hour. What do we do? Fight the power. They're bombing Iran by the hour. What do we do? Fight the power. Woo! Raise your voice, take a stand. No war on Iran. Take a stand. Raise your voice. No war on Iran. Raise your voice, take a stand. No war on Iran. Woo! Welcome our next speaker, Sean from the Party for Socialism and Liberation. Raise your voice, take a stand. No war on Iran. Raise your voice, take a stand. No war on Iran. Raise your voice, take a stand. No war on Iran. Raise your voice, take a stand. No war on Iran. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give the people nothing more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give the people nothing more. Oh yes indeed. Friends, my name is Sean Blackman and I'm here with the Party for Socialism and Liberation. And we are gathered here today because Donald Trump and the capitalist ruling class are hell-bent into dragging us into a global war, the scale of which could be so catastrophic that humanity may not recover unless the real voices for peace stand out to stop it. Donald Trump has dropped 31,000-pound bombs and sent cruise missiles at civilian nuclear reactors in Iran. Then had the audacity to come out to the public and say, now is the time for peace. Only the worst kind of imperial hubris would allow someone to make a plea for peace while carrying out acts of war. This is illegal. This is unconscionable. This is a war crime. But we understand that imperialism doesn't lie some of the time. It lies all of the time. Donald Trump, when he was speaking at the White House, he called Iran the bully of the Middle East. Iran, the bully of the Middle East. Now, that would be laughable if it wasn't being said as bombs were being dropped on innocent children and families. So let's check the record, and you all can help me with this. Was it Iran that invaded and occupied Afghanistan for decades? No! Was it Iran that blew up Libya? No! Libya was the most prosperous country on the African continent, and Barack Obama bombed that country into a failed state with open-air slave markets. Did Iran do that? No! Was it Iran that invaded Iraq, that bombed Yemen and Syria? Is it Iran that has allowed the Jim Crow apartheid state of Israel to carry out a genocide for the last 20 months? No. The blame for those atrocities lies squarely at the feet of the same country that is really behind this unprovoked aggression against Iran. The same country that Martin Luther King Jr. called the greatest purveyor of violence in the world, the United States government. And originally, U.S. officials were claiming that Israel acted on its own and that they had no idea about Israel's plans to attack Iran. Well, that was an obvious lie. But Donald Trump has made it clear He went on television and thanked Benjamin Netanyahu, an internationally wanted war criminal, thanked him for how they worked as a team to attack Iran. But you see, all this does is expose the real relationship between the United States and apartheid Israel. And there's a lot of confusion about this because the U.S. will spare no expense to support Israel. People think that Israel controls politics in the United States. But in reality, Israel is so crucial to U.S. imperial interests in the Middle East. And frankly, it's so crucial to U.S. imperialism as an entity that it necessitates the kind of vicious violence and brutality and atrocity that we see in Gaza and all across the region. Because how is it that a country like Israel is allowed to do whatever it wants, kill whoever it wants in violation of international law? Israel is such an illegitimate entity that it can only function with the support of an imperialist superpower. First it was Britain, but the sun set on the British Empire, although they said it never would. And after the sun set on the British Empire, the American Empire stood ready to take hold of Israel and wield it as an attack dog in the Middle East, which is precisely how it's used today. And where are the Democrats on this? Overwhelmingly, we're not hearing any grand pleas for peace and an end of war. No, what the Democrats are most concerned about in this moment is procedure. They don't seem concerned about the human toll that a global war will take. All they seem to care about is that Trump goes through the proper channels to carry out an illegal war. So that is why it is so important for you and I to be out here doing what we're here today, to stand as the real voice of peace, the real voice of conscience that will resist this war drive, because we understand how it affects us. When you see the U.S. sending Israel $3 billion a year in all of these weapons, when you see these bunker-busting bombs and these missiles, you're seeing your tax dollars at work. And as people who live in the belly of the beast, it is crucial that we stand here and say, no more wasted human life and resources on war. We need to put those resources to people's needs instead. And finally, my friends, just a few days ago, we celebrated Juneteenth. A day where we salute the gallant struggle of enslaved Africans who rose up and struck off the chains of bondage. And as a self-determined people, black folks set about to carry through a radical reconstruction of this country. But the promise of reconstruction was betrayed and drowned in blood by the same capitalist ruling class that's trying to push us into the oblivion of global war today. So then our task becomes clear. We have to complete the unfinished work of reconstruction. We have to fight for a world where there are no wars of aggression in the Middle East or anywhere. We need to build a system that is centered on people's needs and that is led by the people who make society function. If what we want is a lasting peace on this earth, then we must have a socialist reconstruction of the United States of America. Use your voice, take a stand. No war on Iran. Use your voice, take a stand. Take a stand. No war on Iran. Use your voice. Take a stand. No war on Iran. My friends, I'm Sean Blackman from the PSL. Peace if you're willing to fight for it, and let your motto be resistance. Thank you. Use your voice. Take a stand. No war on Iran. These are people, not the world. These are people, not the world. Woo!
Yes, it's my belief that Netanyahu has dog-walked Donald Trump into bombing Iran last night. He's been manipulated by Netanyahu, and here we are. So I'm here because I just don't want to see another war. And to think that it won't come here, you haven't been paying attention. I've been in New York 36 years. I was here for 9/11. It came here. And now we've opened a can of worms, and it's going to be here again. That's what this is about.
binoculars. I just want this. I'm looking from Palestine. I see Egypt, Saudi Arabia, I see Syria. I don't see Palestine.
When they make these,
This is just me, just Amazon. Okay, brand new food.
feel the house
Under who was ruling Palestine at the time? Under what? Are we living in those times right now? Of course not. So then why would it matter? Okay, I gotta explain to you. If we're not living in the time when I'm showing you right here, it says Islam with binoculars in capital letters. Why should that matter? What happened?
Okay, right now, I'm Mexican, right?
So, yeah, okay.
How you gonna feel if I bring all of the Mexicans to Israel and I kick all of the Jews from Israel? How you gonna feel?
Sorry, explain to me that question again.
Okay, once again.
I'm
Mexican, right?
Yeah, okay, I understand.
How you gonna
You
feel?
were born in Mexico?
Yeah, I born
Where,
in
like Mexico City or?
Chihuahua.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. So, I take all of the Mexicans from Chihuahua, maybe, or you want the whole country. We go to Israel, right? And we take all of the Jews from Israel.
Why would you do that?
Same question. Why are you going to do the same with the Palestinians?
Excuse me, the country of Israel always belongs to the people who are Judean, who are Jews. Have you read your history about the conflict? Why? Let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
Why is it that the Arab and Muslim nations can have over 20 countries, but the Jews cannot even have just one? Why? Why is that?
It's a good question, but
What do you mean? Why? Because they're anti-Semites. They hate Jews. They think they're aliens. I come from Holocaust survivors. My great-great-grandparents kicked out. They're killed, dead, gone. Why? Just because they were a Jew.
Israel,
Go on.
Israel, when
refugees, all these asylum seekers coming from Iraq, like that were absolutely innocent, and the only crime was being Iraqi and being born in Iraq. Now they want to do the same thing to Iran. If we had stood up, if the West had stood up towards them, if the West stood up against Israel and not letting them do the genocide in Gaza, and then not let them do it in Lebanon, and then in Syria, we wouldn't be here, but now they are doing it in Iran. They will not be stopping doing that in Iran. They will continue. Turkey will be the next country. Who knows what country will be the next? It is all a plot.
Hands off the Middle East. We want justice, you say.